we are recording this and streaming to YouTube. So if you do not want your voice or your face on our public YouTube channel, please keep yourself muted and your mics off, just so everybody can hear me and you're not on our public YouTube. All right, let's get started. Okay, I have a few slides for you, but let me just check if the chat is working. So maybe put in the chat which country you're calling in from, and I'm going to guess what time zone it is. So just put, okay. Oh, I don't know if the YouTube live stream worked. Let me try and stream it again. Maybe it did. Okay. Perfect. We have a lot of people from, we have someone from Philippines. Isn't it like a weird time there? Let me Google what time it is. I feel like it's like 3 a.m. or something. Oh my God, it's 12 a.m. Thank you for being here so late. If you need to drop out at any time, by the way, this is being recorded, so you can watch the replay at any time. But of course, now is the opportunity to ask live questions in the chat if you'd like. We have some people in Ghana. I believe it's like 4 p.m. there. And then Nigeria, I think it's 5 p.m. We have someone from Serbia. Ooh, I don't know where that is. Okay, wow, a lot of different countries this time. I love it. Thank you so much for joining. Ooh, 6 p.m. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for joining. Now I'm going to get started. So I do have a presentation prepared, but most of this workshop is going to be very hands-on. And if you've taken our data analyst level 1 course, then you're probably already familiar with some of this information. But we do have some bonus job search resources at the very end. And it's also like, we have a surprise for you as well. All right, let me share my screen now.
Hey.
Oh. Remember to keep yourself muted and keep your camera off if you don't want to be on YouTube, because we are live streaming publicly to everyone on our YouTube channel right now. So okay, perfect. Can everyone see my screen, by the way? It's hard to tell sometimes. Yes, okay. Thank you so much for confirming. So a little bit about entry level here. We help you learn and get experience so that you can get hired. These are some of our courses available. Today, I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek on the data analyst course. So we are actually going to be doing one module from our data course. So I also want to know what level you're at. Please let me know in the chat if you're number 1, a complete beginner. Number 2, you've taken a few courses. Number 3, you've landed an internship before. Or number 4, you're currently working in tech. So it looks like most people here are complete beginners. That's perfect. Ooh, we have somebody who landed an internship. That's amazing. Congratulations. But it looks like most people are complete beginners or have taken a few courses. Okay, then this workshop is definitely for you because this is completely beginner friendly. Ooh, we have somebody who's currently working in tech. That's amazing. Okay, perfect. Let me move on. A little bit about entry level first. We want to reskill 1 billion people by 2030. And just by being here, you're helping us with our mission. Here's how we fulfill our mission. We give people a certificate if they complete our courses. They also get a portfolio and feedback on your work from peers. So we have a lovely community on Discord. Hopefully some of you are in a Discord server because we share job postings there sometimes. And I think some people have actually gotten jobs from the community Discord server. Okay, so let's dive into data now. I hope you guys are excited like I am. So what do you think data analysis is about? Is it number 1, working with data to provide valuable insights to make informed decisions? Number 2, telling your boss that sales are down? Or number 3, looking at cool graphs? So pick the answer that best describes what data analysis is about. Okay, I feel like this is an easy one. Most people are getting it right. It is number one. Sometimes it involves telling your boss that sales are down, but it's more about working with data and making decisions based on the insights you pull from data. And that's kind of what we're going to do today. Here we're going to learn some formulas and clean data today, but in the full entry-level course, you'll also learn how to make data visualization like this. I actually made this dashboard and then a portfolio report as well. And I also made this report. I can share it later if you guys want. But let's get started. So this is going to be a very interactive demonstration. Here, I'll show you the exact modules that we have at entry level. So if you've never taken an entry level course, this is what it's like. Let me share my new screen. All right. I'm curious, by the way, like, has anyone actually taken the entry-level data course, or is everyone completely new? Maybe let me know in the chat if you have taken the data course before. Because this is basically just going over everything. Okay, looks like you're new. Okay, so right now we're going to module 3, cleaning data. I think you can see here, there's a lot of modules that we're skipping. So also, if you miss anything, because this is going to go pretty fast, don't worry, because there will be a recording. Here is the live stream, actually. So the YouTube recording will be right there. I'll also email it to you after the workshop. Since we're going through the Data 1 course, if you have already taken this course before, I'm just going to go over it again. But at the end of this workshop, I'm going to be sharing some resources related to the data job search. So this is an example. What you're going to learn is how to import data into sheets. So here, there are some example data sets. And this is what I love about entry level. Like, you actually get things to practice with. So I'm going to download all of these data sets. So there's 4. And then there's like step-by-step instructions, so you can actually do the work. And it's very much like you're an actual data analyst, because this is the work that you would be doing. So here we just downloaded all the data sets. We're going to open Google Sheets and import all of the data sets. And it's interesting because these are separate data sets. And often as data analysts, you have very different data sets to work with, but you want them all in the same sheet. So we have to append to current sheet. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Yeah. So we're going to click on File. Oh, hold on. It says trying to connect. Let me log in to my account. I think I got logged out accidentally. But maybe in the meantime, while I'm trying to log in, I'm curious to know, like, do you guys want jobs as data analysts, or are you just curious to apply data stuff to your current jobs? I'm assuming most of you want jobs as data analysts, right? Okay, perfect. Then yeah, that's pretty good. That's what this workshop is tailored for. You will basically be learning what data analysts do. So if you love doing this work, then it's very likely you will like doing data analysts work. Okay, so this is my Google Sheet, and Google Sheets is completely free. You can go to File, Import, and then we're just going to upload all the sample data sets that I downloaded from entry level. Input data. And then remember, we need to click on, okay, it's taking forever. But if you go back to the instructions here, you have to click on append to current sheet. So here, this is all the sample data. But if you don't want to use entry levels data, there is a website called Kaggle. And then this is a website a lot of data analysts use. And you can find a lot of sample data sets here that you can use. But I just like entry level because it walks you through everything, and like the step-by-step is very helpful for beginners. So again, I'm going to upload all my data sets, and remember, append to current sheet. So once I import it, you can see the second sheet, it gets added to the end of the first one. And then we're going to do this 4 times. So I already uploaded it twice, but since there are 4 files, I'm going to do some more. And it's just clicking append to current sheet. It's very easy. I feel like a lot of people think data is very complicated, especially when it comes to the formula. But entry level makes it super easy. Once again, just a reminder, we are recording this. So it will be on our YouTube. Okay, and I'll also email the link to everybody after this event. Okay, so we've just done, we've imported all of our data into the sheet. And here you can see it talks a little bit about theories like garbage in, garbage out. So we need to clean the data to make sure that the insights we generate from the data is actually good. So here you can see what you're supposed to do to clean the data. So we want to remove duplicates, Control A, and then data cleanup, remove duplicates. So I love that. It's very clear about what you need to do. So here, remove duplicates. Okay, so we've done that. Blank cells. So I also love using the filter here. So hopefully you guys know a little bit about using the filter, but if you don't, here you have to select all, click this. There's a filter thing right here. Create a filter. So you click on that. And then yeah, I'll click maybe this one. And then I'll click blank. So here are all the blank cells. And we want to clean this up because we don't want blank cells in our data. So I'm just going to delete these rows. And then now I can clear the filter. So now we don't have empty rows. Yeah. There's also video tutorials that are very helpful. So I love that as well. But the instructions are clear enough for me. So usually I just read the instructions. I love this because I feel like you don't get this from just YouTube tutorials, because here you can see there's an underscore here instead of just being like course space title. You have to put underscore because if you're using SQL, or some people call it SQL, in code, they don't really do spaces. So if you do the underscore, it's a lot easier when you're analyzing data using SQL. So just remember, for the headers, use the underscore instead of using space. So that's what this is saying here. Okay, so ensure you have clear and concise names for headers. Let me see. Yep, this is pretty clear and concise to me. They all use underscores if they're supposed to be a space. Consistent data. Okay. So here you can see under subject, it's telling us here, it says web development is not consistent with the others. It says subject web development, when all the other ones, they don't say the subject at the front. So what we're gonna do is click on find and replace. So it's under edit, find and replace, and then we'll replace subject web development with just web development. So subject web development, replace with web development. All right, replace all. Okay, so now it's changed and now the data is consistent. And this is how we're cleaning data. There's a lot of scenarios that entry level takes you through that makes you more prepared to deal with all types of data. And then you submit the final sheet. So at this point, if I were taking the course, I would click on file, download, and then I would submit it here. Okay, the next step is pivot tables and charts. I don't think we have time for pivot tables today, but I'll teach you how to do the formulas. So here it goes over what the different formulas are. And it's saying you need to make these tables. So usually entry level gives you a goal for what to make. Like you want to find out number of subscribers per subject. And then it's up to your job. It's up to you to find that out yourself. So even though there's step-by-step instructions, you still have to figure some things out yourself, which is what I love. So here you're pretending you work for a company and your manager asks you for this information. So to sort the data, you need to do all of this. and you then submit your work. So we're going to do that here. And again, entry level has provided all the resources. It's saying you need to use these Excel formulas to find this information. And since I took this course before, this is what I did. Here, and entry level even gives you what you need. So I'm just going to copy from my previous one. Here, all you need is level, if they're free or paid, free or beginner, or like free beginner, duration, and date. So I'm just going to use those as headers here. So we need the course title, level, free or if they're free or paid, if they're free and beginner friendly, their duration and date. But how do we find that information? You have to go back to the formulas and actually use the formulas and watch these videos, but I'm going to go through them with you right now. So we want to find the most popular courses. Here, let's check the instructions again. Oh, also, you can see some of the cells here are pretty small. So usually if you view videos, if you actually take our course, make sure to set the video quality to pretty high. Okay, here it even says use this formula to indicate this. Yeah, so top 20 courses. First, we need to select all the data and sort by number of subscribers. So let's just follow these instructions. I'm pressing Control A. Click data, sort range, advanced range sorting options. Data, sort range. And then data has header row and number of subscribers. Here. Sort. Now that we've sorted it, I believe the most popular courses are here. Oh, forgot to delete these. So this is the most popular course because there's the most number of subscribers. I don't know how to reverse sort it. So here, HTML, coding, web dev, those are the most popular courses with the most number of subscribers. So I'm going to copy paste from this course I already did. And this is the second sheet that I'm using. And we want to see what level they're at. All right. So to look at level, we have to do VLOOKUP because right now we have the course title, but we need to match it to the level, but it's on a separate sheet. So let me freeze the row so I can actually see. Okay, now it's fixed. Let me just go back down. So level. So we want to pull the data from here if it matches here. And that's why we're using VLOOKUP. So here, I'll share it with the formula with you and then I'll explain it. So here, the formula is, you can also use ChatGPT nowadays, but it can be kind of hard to like explain what you want and word it the right way. So that's where entry level helps. So we're using VLOOKUP to look up the data from this other sheet. A2, this means we're looking for this course title in the other sheet. And if it matches, then we'll pull the data from this other place, sheet 1. And then, okay, so the row is B2H 70. Okay, so I'll explain what this means. So sheet 1 is the sheet. It's looking for A1 cell data, which is HTML. So it's looking for this in sheet 1. B to H is the range it's looking for. So you can see this is B, and then level, which is the data we're looking for, is H. So you're looking in this range, B to H, oops, B to H in this sheet. That's what it's saying here. In the sheet from B to H, 7 is, okay, so 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th part in this range. So it's basically saying, look up what matches this title here. Oh, okay. Somebody says for sorting in descending order, I think it shows if you want to sort from A to Z or Z to A. That's a good point. Let me try that. Sort range Z to A, number of subscribers. Ooh, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay, now the most popular one is at the top. Okay, yeah, okay, back to explaining the formula. Hopefully everybody understands, but again, VLOOKUP is just telling Excel to, or Google Sheets in this case, to look up what's in cell A2, which is this course title, in this sheet from range B to H. So from course title all the way to the level, and it's saying look for the 7th column in that range, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then pull this data if it matches this course title. So it's all we're doing, and then we're just going to click and drag and do that for all of this. So you can see beginner level, learn HTML, coding for entrepreneurs is expert level, and you can see that it matches up. It's very handy to know VLOOKUP and even XLOOKUP, because those are very helpful formulas. Okay, so now let's see if this course is free or paid. Again, we're gonna do VLOOKUP. Let's see if you guys can make the formula yourself, because I want you guys to have some hands-on experience. So to help you, again, it's going to be very similar to this formula. You're looking for what's a match in the A2 cell in the sheet, but the range is going to be different. It's going to be, you're looking for if it's beginner friendly. Let me see. Oh, level. Free or paid. Oh no, I forgot to do, I forgot to add if it was free or paid. Hold on. Let's go back. Publish time subject. Okay. Let's do paid. So if it's free or paid, to find out if it is free or paid, we first need to go to the sheet and look at the price. If it's 0, then we'd say it's free. If it's not 0, then we'd say it's paid. So let's do, the way we do that is the if function. So here, if, and then we would click the cell, the price. If D2, which is the price, equals 0, then we'd write free. But otherwise, we'd write paid. Here. So now let's just confirm free. Yeah, this is free because it says 0. Paid. Yeah, this is paid because it says something other than 0. So that's how we would do that. Also, if we wanted to figure out, like, look at the published times here. It's not very pretty. Published dates. It's not very pretty. So if you also wanted to clean this up into like a readable format, where it's just showing the date here instead of this weird time, then you would use the left function. So let's try that here as well. Left. Again, you only want the left few characters. So left of this, and then you'd write 10. Because only the first left 10-ish characters. Let me see if that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So now the dates are all cleaned up. Okay, so back to this VLOOKUP. If you want to see if something is free or paid, again, we use VLOOKUP. So let's see if you guys know how to do that. Again, it's very similar to the one that we had just done. You have to look for A2, so look for the course title in the sheet, but here we're looking for a different range. Instead of B to H, it's going to be something else. So let's see. The free or paid is under N. Okay, maybe I should rename this to free paid. Okay, so now the range is going to be B to N. And then N is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. N is the 13th. So you're looking for the 13th column in the range B to N. So write down how you think the VLOOKUP formula would be in the chat. So again, it's very similar to this. I'll copy paste this formula in the chat if you guys want to copy paste it, but it's very similar, except it's going to be a different range. So instead of B to H, it's a different range and a different number here. And then we keep the 0. So the one that we want is row N. Okay, somebody got it. It says B to N, 13, 0, because the 13 is there because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's the 13th column that we're looking for the data in. So that's great work. That is the formula. I am going to copy paste that and put it in this sheet here. Oops. Sheet 1. Usually you would name your sheets. Sheet 1. Oh, you have to put bracket actually there. So actually this is the correct formula. There's quotation marks that you need to put here. Okay. And don't worry, this video is on YouTube. We're live streaming it right now. So that is where the recording will be. I'll also be emailing it everywhere. Okay. So again, the formula, well, I guess when you type it, I don't know why the quotation marks disappeared, but when I typed it, I usually use the quotation marks. That's weird. Anyway, okay, again, if you joined late, don't worry, the recording will be emailed to you. We are recording this on YouTube. The YouTube link is above, so don't worry if you missed anything. This is also all on entrylevel.net, but it's a little bit of a sneak peek of the paid course. Okay, now let's go on to the other formula. This one is a little bit more complicated. Here we want to see if it's a free and beginner course. So if this says free and it says beginner, then we say it's a free beginner. But if it's free and expert, then it's not. And if it's paid and beginner, then it's not. So we're looking for a very specific combination here. So what is the formula to do that? First, it's the if function, like similar to what we did here. But then you add something inside it. It's the and function. So I'm going to start typing it and then I'll explain it as well. So if and, because you have to check this and this is true. So if and B2, which is the cell, equals beginner level. And remember, you have to put this in quotes. And C2, which is this one, equals free. And remember to put it in quotes because it's text. We call that a string. Okay. So if, but these are both true, that's why we're using the and function. Then write free beginner, but otherwise write no. Okay, let's check. So it looks like there's only 2 that are free and beginner. The rest are either paid and beginner or like a different level and free. And then now let's find the duration. Again, this is going to be a VLOOKUP function. I'm just going to copy paste from my other data set from when I took the entry level course, because I think we're pretty clear with VLOOKUP now, but in case we're not, you can just check the recording and do more practice with it. Again, publish states using VLOOKUP again, but using a different range. So we're going up to M. So I'm just going to copy this one. Instead of N, it's going to be M, and instead of 13, it's going to be 12. Okay, now we have all that data. It's all cleaned up and we got what we need. And then we can start using pivot tables, which are super fun. So here, there's a video that teaches you how to do that. Okay, so we have a question. How do you know when to use VLOOKUP and when to use the if function? So you use the if function if you're like looking for something specific, like for example, if its price is 0, then it's free. VLOOKUP is specifically if you're looking up something in a different sheet. So in this case, here I'm looking up the levels. It's not really using an if where it's like, if the level is beginner, then you write beginner. Like that doesn't really make sense. So VLOOKUP is mainly only if you're looking up something in a separate sheet. Okay, let's go and maybe we can do one pivot chart. I think we have time for that. Okay, average number of subscribers for each subject. Okay, it's been a while since I've done this. Let's hope I remember how. Average number of subscribers for each subject. Insert, I think, pivot table. Okay, I think if you know how to use pivot charts, you basically know how to use Tableau. So this is going to be subject. Okay, so we're looking for average number of subject or subscribers per subject. So subject, and then values, number of subscribers, and then we're getting the sum. Okay, so now here we have all of the different subjects and the total number of subscribers per each subject. So now I'm just gonna select this, click on insert, click on chart, and then now we have a pie chart. Usually you would rename the title and everything, but here you can see WebDev has the most number of subscribers. And then as you make all these charts and analyze the different insights and data available, you can start making recommendations. So here's an example of my portfolio. Different people are going to come up with different recommendations based on the data. Keep in mind, I'm not an expert data analyst. I only learned this so I can better analyze marketing data because I'm a marketer. But okay, let me refresh this. But my takeaways, I think, were different from a lot of people's takeaways. A lot of people, since they saw WebDev was very popular, and I think WebDev also made the most money, they suggested charging more for the WebDev course because it was so popular. But I think my takeaway was different. So here, even in entry level, it teaches you how to use Tableau, which is a very popular tool. It also teaches you how to do your own project and create your own portfolio. I use the template actually here. So entry level gives you a template. Sorry if I'm losing my voice. I'm a little bit sick today. This is my portfolio. So you have a business problem that you need to solve. And thanks for the well wishes, everyone. I'm like super excited to be here, I promise. I'm just a little bit, my throat hurts a little bit. But basically, I use Canva here. Thanks, everyone. Okay, I cleared my throat. I'm good now. But let me share the template with you. So this is a portfolio template. But to be honest, I don't think this is going to be as useful for you unless you take the whole entry-level course, because entry-level walks you through the entire journey. So you can use this template on your own and even find your own data set for free on Kaggle. But if you need more assistance, the entry-level course is what I would recommend for you. So I'll show you my portfolio. I talked a little bit about the business problem because that was covered in a previous module, like how you frame the problem as a data analyst. So it teaches you how to do everything properly. Oh, everybody's telling me to rest. I appreciate it. You guys care so much. That's so sweet. Anyway, back to the portfolio. I'm excited to show this because I'm a little bit proud of this. So you have to ask proper questions. I even did the 5 whys analysis, but these were the tables that I made. Yes, the template is free. I just gave it to you for free. It's in the Canva link above, but it's not going to be as useful to you unless you take the entry-level course, I think, because it's all about the example data set that's in the entry-level course. So while you can use it for your own, okay, so if you just started data level 2, there is a different template for level 2, I believe. Data level 2 is one of my favorites. Actually, I loved doing SQL. I think I reused the same template. Anyway, this is my 5 whys analysis. And then here, I even wrote web dev makes the most money, but I thought there was a lot of possibility for the business finance course because I saw that it had increasing subscriber count and content duration. So I saw that in the data, there was possibility of business finance being super popular. And I don't think a lot of people made this connection. And I don't even know if I'm right here, but the feedback I got on my portfolio from my peers was really good. So here, I even wrote they perform very similarly, but they just have a lower number of subscribers, but it has higher ratings. So people are liking it more. So if we promoted the courses more, maybe it would lead to more revenue for the company. Okay, so someone's asking about the price of an entry-level course. It will depend. Okay, so our most updated pricing is here on this website. It's at the very top of the page, so you can check over there. Okay, so a little bit more about my portfolio. It also made me do my own projects for more practice. It was a little bit challenging, but I really liked it because I have my own data set and I just got to practice the same thing even more. And then here you can see all of my data sets and my Tableau visualization. So you actually get to learn Tableau as well. And yes, you can still register for the data course. Okay, my dashboard isn't that great because I ran out of time and I wanted to submit my portfolio before the deadline. But if you take this course, you can make your dashboard look amazing. Actually, after I took the course, I went back because I wasn't happy with my dashboard and I made this. And I'm super proud of this. I also did not like using Tableau, so I swapped over to Looker Studio. And it's literally like the same as Tableau, except I got to, like, it loaded faster for me. So this was my dashboard and I'm super proud of showing it off. But everything I learned to make this, it was from the entry-level course. So that's all we'll be doing today. So some people are asking, can you please tell me which tech things we need to know? Okay, so for you, I would recommend working backwards because there's different types of data jobs, like data engineer, data analyst, data scientist. It's all very different. So what I would recommend, actually, most data analysts, they know Excel and Tableau. So that's this course here. They also know SQL, this course here, and Python as well. But the Python course isn't specific to data. So here, let me copy paste this. We don't offer scholarships at the moment, unfortunately, but I will give you a coupon code at the very end. Another thing I want to share is our amazing student, Alexa. This is her, let me find her Twitter. She was a complete data beginner, and then she started sharing learning resources, and now Like she has so many followers on Twitter. And here are all of her resources, and her portfolio is here as well. But her advice for beginner data analysts, you have to start with research. So there's many different paths in data. You need to figure out which one's for you and look at the job description and like reverse engineer it. So when you look at the job description, you'll see like what companies require, and then that's like your checklist for what to learn. So you can use that to plan. Then you start learning what you have planned. So you can start on entry level or another platform. But to be honest, I think entry level is the fastest way, because each course is only 6 weeks, and you also get access to the Discord community. So many people mentioned that they got jobs from our Discord in the job search channel. So here, let me show you a Discord. Our community manager is actually here right now. Her name is Fifi. She's very active in the Discord, is amazing. But here you can see there's a job postings channel. Okay, someone's asking if you should learn SQL or Python first. I think either, but I learned SQL first. It was very easy and very fun. And I'm learning Python after this. But anyway, back to the Discord community. One of the most important things that this data analyst recommended is to join a community, because when you surround yourself with other people who are hungry to learn, you just share resources and you learn so much faster. You give each other feedback. And then, of course, there's a portfolio, which entry level helps with, and a bunch of job search resources, which we also help with. So this is our Discord. You can see data, Discord server. There's people who ask questions sometimes, and then some people, ask for help. And then here we have Fifi answering their questions and offering help and support. So it's very active, and you can network as well. Oh, and then we have a bunch of events like this one. Oh, yeah, it's already started. Okay, we have a question about using Excel instead of Google Sheets. Yes, you can definitely do that. The reason why we use Google Sheets is because it's free and anyone can access it, because you have to pay for Microsoft Excel, and it's pretty much the same thing. So we wanted to make things accessible, because we didn't want people to pay for programs to learn. So Tableau is free as well. So all the tools we use are free. In data level 2, we use SQLite Online, which is free. And this is the example data set that we used. And these are the formulas I had to learn. It was really fun. Trust me, I loved that SQL course. Okay, let me go back to the presentation. Let me stop my screen share. So again, this is only a small portion of the entire data analyst level 1 course. We did not, here, let me go back to, we did not go over data viz, sorry. And we also did not go over how to actually structure your portfolio. So we mainly just cleaned the data. Okay, so I think it would be useful for you guys to also learn the 5 whys analysis, because this is a very crucial part of being a data analyst. You can apply this to your own life as well. So like this example, why aren't you progressing in your data journey? Or if you just got started, like why do you feel overwhelmed? Are you clear on your next steps? Things like that. And then you just ask why 5 times. So I can do an example myself. Why aren't I progressing in my data journey? Why do I feel stuck? Because I missed the deadline for my Python course because I was traveling. So I have not continued learning data like I should have. So first, why am I not progressing my data journey? Because I was traveling, so I missed deadlines for my Python course. Okay, so why did I miss deadlines? Because I did not prioritize my course. Okay, so why didn't I prioritize my course? And then you just keep asking yourself why like that until you get to the bottom of the issue. It can be very helpful to do this 5 whys analysis for all areas of your life, not just for analyzing data. So you can really see what the issue is. So in my data analyst portfolio, I saw that I was spending a lot of time doing volunteer work, and it wasn't making me very happy. And then I wondered why, because technically volunteering is supposed to make you happy and feel fulfilled. And after doing the 5 whys analysis, I discovered it was because it felt like admin work and it didn't feel like I was having an actual impact. So that can lead me to make changes in my personal life and my volunteer work that would make me happier. So I'll leave this as an exercise for you to do because I don't think we have time for doing it right now. But again, feel free to do the 5 whys analysis, or it's called root cause analysis as well, for your personal life. This is a recommended resource because this is our superstar student, Alexa. I'm going to share her the link with you guys, but we did an interview with her and she had a lot of great advice for beginners. You can listen to her. It's a YouTube video. You can listen to it while cooking or doing chores. It's very valuable if you're trying to be a data analyst. Okay, so now some common questions, but if you have more questions, feel free to put it in the chat. First, a lot of people ask how you get started as a data analyst. My recommendation is always entrylevel.net. I think it's the fastest way to learn. You can use the code DATAWorkshop10 for 10% off a course. Let me copy paste that into the chat. So go to entrylevel.net. You have to sign up for an account or log into your existing account. And then when you go to checkout, just use Data Workshop 10. This does expire at the end of November, so you have a full month to make use of this coupon. You can share it with your friends if you like, especially data communities that you're in who are interested in learning too. You'll learn a lot more like what we did today, except you'll learn more about Tableau, data viz, report making, things like that. Some people also ask how you land a job. So the first part is a portfolio. So this shows that you have project experience that you can show off to employers. You can post it on LinkedIn. You should also do code outreach. So this is just going on LinkedIn and asking people for help. A lot of the time, people will provide you with feedback, or they'll even give you referrals to jobs. A lot of job referrals happen through code outreach. So you need to be searching up like data analysts on LinkedIn and start connecting with everybody. If you go to the same school, that's even better. Like the worst they can do is say no, and then you'll just be the same as you were before. So I think a student spent a few minutes a day just reaching out to 5 different people every single day. And that's how she landed a job. So code outreach is super important. Not a lot of people do it, but it could really change your life if you do it. And then, of course, networking. You get a cute little certificate with badges that show off your skills. So you can talk about these skills in job interviews. I think one of them is like a critical thinker badge. And then you can say, oh yeah, this badge I got in this course basically means I'm a critical thinker and this is what I did. And employers can be impressed by these. You also get a reference letter that explains the badges that you get if you complete an entry-level course. So you only get this if you complete the course. We also have the community. I just showed you our Discord, and then here you can see when I completed the UX design course, everybody was congratulating me and I felt so special. You can join the community even if you're not part of the entry-level course. So here is the Discord link if you're curious. But I highly recommend joining it if you are taking a course because you can get job search help. And speaking of, there's also this thing called AJAI. Like, it's an instantaneous AI that's trained on our course content. So you can ask it questions and it helps you. So that's something that I think is really cool. AJ is our CEO and founder. Our developers named this AI bot AJAI as a joke, but now everybody loves it. So we're just calling it AJAI now. But yeah, I really like this chatbot. There's so much support available for you in the Discord and here in chat. But let me go back to this presentation. Okay, so if anyone has any more questions, please let me know in the chat. I'm happy to answer them, but otherwise, that's pretty much all I had prepared today. I'll share some more links in the chat. Remember to use our coupon code. Here, more resources for your data journey. I will be emailing everything to you after this call. So, oh, and then one other thing is if you want data mentorship, you have to go to here. There's this thing called ADP list. Hopefully you've heard of it. People think it's just for designers, but it's for data analysts as well. So here, you can search, let me just search data. So what you can do is you can finish your entry-level portfolio, and then you can go to ADP list and get one of these expert mentors to review your portfolio for free. And they can help you improve it so you can land a job, and they can give you advice. And this is completely free. It's free mentorship. Okay, so the deadline to register is November 15th. So use the coupon code if you're registering. The coupon code does expire at the end of November. Data Workshop 10. So when you click sign up in the corner and you click one of these courses, well, it's a bit more expensive for me because I'm in Canada, but you can use a coupon code here. Let me see, Data Workshop 10. Yeah. Okay. Someone's asking, at what level of data journey is job finding easier? It really depends. Like, you need to do the code outreach, like I said. There's actually a bunch of tips here. This is here. I really recommend you do this because this person hosted an event with us, and then somebody applied her advice, and then she got an offer within 2 hours after applying the advice. So I highly recommend reading this article because she was honestly very inspiring. So I've linked that in the chat. I'll also email it out to you. Okay, someone also asked how recognized is the certificate. Well, everybody who shares our portfolio, who shares their certificate on LinkedIn helps it become a bit more recognized, but we are not accredited because we're still a small startup. Our team, I think, is like less than 20 people. So maybe if enough people take our courses, it can become more recognized. But unfortunately, right now, we're still pretty small. Okay, I think that's all the questions. So I'm going to end that here. But hopefully you found this valuable. Remember to go to entrylevel.net and use our coupon at checkout. The coupon is Data Workshop 10, all caps. Hope to have you as a student, and feel free to join our Discord server as well. Don't worry, the recording and everything will be emailed to you after. Thanks everyone for your time. I really appreciate it. Bye. Thank you. Bye.